The concept of this album, Surrender, it came to me around the same time that I figured out that I didn't have to always rap about pain or hurt or strife, and struggle. And I think a lot of the times it's easy to rap or make music about those certain topics because we feel like they're relatable, right? And it took me a while to realize that I didn't have to make music like that. I didn't have to rap about pain or strife or all the things that I've seen or been through or happened to me or whatever, you know. And for me personally, just that simple epiphany that I had that was around the time of the conception of this album, it meant everything to me and it still means everything to me. I was talking to somebody the other day and they were telling me, man, I wish I could just, be done with this pain, be done with this strife, be done with this struggle that I'm constantly going through. I feel like I don't have anybody. I'm the only one that has my back. Nobody's there for me, et cetera, et cetera. And when that person was telling me these things, it reminded me of who I used to be or what things that I used to hold on to. I used to think that pain and struggle, it was synonymous with hip hop. And if you ask certain people, music in general, not just hip hop, but if you ask older people in the game of hip hop, they're gonna say, yeah, it's struggle, it's fight the power, it's rebellion in the purest sense, or at least that's how some people say it started. But just right now, where we are today, and specifically where I am today, I'm a witness, and I say my testimony a lot. I probably say a similar or the same thing in every single video that I make, you know, um, because when you realize what matters, you realize what don't matter. I'm gonna leave it at that. When you realize what matters, you realize what don't matter. And what matters is for me today and always to the end of time, from this point forward, is peace, is harmony, and is balance. And just to get back on the album, like the content of this album isn't just rainbows and lollipops. I'm using my imagination to the fullest. I'm using my imagination to the fullest. So this song I might be talking about smoking, getting high, whatever. This song I might be talking about riding on somebody, getting a drop, going to do a drill or whatever. But my focus has shifted from the content that I'm rapping about, the content, that is actually happening in my life to something even bigger and greater. You know, I've had so much fun making these songs. I produced every song. If you didn't know, that's why I'm on the cover of the album. I know it ain't out yet, right there, right now at this very moment. But on the cover of the album, I'm holding my MPC, my MIDI keyboard. You know, because I produced every single sound. On this, I arranged, composed, engineered, mixed and mastered, cover art, everything, and I love it. I love it, man. I found out a lot about myself during this process, bro. And I have hella features. And also, these are the quickest songs I've ever made. Most of these songs with just me on it are a minute long, maybe a minute 30. But I'm getting a little hook out of there, or sometimes it's a hook, small verse, hook, small verse, and then I'm out of there. And I believe when I look back on it, now that the album is completely done, I don't have nothing to prove anymore, especially since I'm taking more ownership of everything, of all the production, every sound, everything. I built my own studio shit less than a year ago today, what I'm saying, with the help of my neighbor Buddha, with the help of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that had a hand in it, everybody that gave me a suggestion, everybody that, just everybody. I'm thankful for everybody because that was a big reason why I even wanted features on this album. If you go look on OG um, on Apple Music or Spotify, you're gonna see I got one feature on all three of my albums that I dropped. It was all me. because I felt like I had something to prove. It was my ego. I was like, nah, they gotta feel me. They gotta feel me. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm still giving you them bars. I'm still giving you that performance, but I feel me now. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Hold up. I feel me now. Let me start preaching, Nah, but for real though, I feel me now. I don't gotta do a 3 to 4 verse song, and even before I even started this album, I wasn't really doing that a lot. But every now and then, I would pull that out of the shed, pull that ability out of the shed, pull the pen and pad, literally, and really pen all that. I when I first started, it was that, but now this process has been so easy, and a lot of this album has been freestyle. A lot of it has just been on some jazz shit. I like that flow. So I'm gonna keep that cadence and I'm gonna listen to that and I'm gonna write to it. Or I'm gonna just go off the top. Like a lot of these songs, they're spontaneous. And it was my specific intention to freestyle a lot, if not all of this album. Now, don't get me wrong, I did not freestyle every single thing. Sometimes I pulled out my phone, I pinned the verse, or I typed the verse or whatever. And sometimes I didn't. But this whole album, this whole experience was about letting go, surrendering to the moment. A lot of the times I'll be working with other artists and sometimes they ask me about the technical aspect of it. Oh, when you when you produced the song, what were you thinking of when you produced this song? What were you thinking when you produced this beat? What were you thinking when you was rapping that? And a lot of the times, recently, I've been telling them I wasn't thinking. Like, and this just goes to how I think about the creative process now in general. I used to think that we created creativity, but no. Now I look at it as, I see it as creativity is like a separate dimension. And you have to quiet your mind. You have to be so in tune with the moment that you can just reach and tap into it. Like Doctor Strange, he pull up the, I don't even know what you call it, but the magic circles in his hand, and he do something and he can stick his hand in a whole different dimension and do all this. Like, I believe that's how creativity works. Like, so the days when I used to be like, oh my God, I got writer's block. I don't even know what to rap about. I don't even feel confident in myself. Now I see it's like, oh, I was choosing that because I was choosing to be depressed. I was choosing to be down and in the dumps. And I believe with with all the books that I'm reading specifically on this subject, on depression, on being down, a lot of the times when, just like that person I was talking about earlier that was telling me how bad they was feeling, how they feel like they was alone. A lot of the times we can get addicted to our situation. So change can be scary, bro. Change can be scary, but this album is an audio representation of change. It's full surrender. Like, that's literally what the album is named. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And I have about 3 or 4 interludes of my friends, talking, and my uncle talking about surrender and talking about change and what it means to them, and is it positive or negative, da da da. And I made it my business to not really. I sprinkled in how I feel about surrender a little bit on a song or two, but I really made it a point to not explain it, kind of like how I'm explaining it now on the album. Or not in words. I sprinkle in some bars here and there. If you catch it, you catch it. But it's just about letting go. Like, when I got into affirmations a while ago, I used to be like, I am a rock in the stream of life. I'm watching everything go by. I'm one with everything. That was one of my mantras slash affirmations. Just to realize the power of surrender, to realize the power of singularity, not duality. And what I mean by that is us versus them, oh, evil versus good. And it's like, if you see it that way, you can see it that way. But if you focus on evil, you're always gonna be scared and worried and looking behind your back. And recently, I've literally found myself not even looking behind my back, not even checking my environment, not even looking. Oh, who's that over there? Who are they walking up? And it feels good to not really worry about anything, emotionally, physically, because I'm not really attached to things as I used to be before. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for everything and everyone in my life, but I find myself unattached to things as much as I used to be because I realize what's not me. I realize what I'm not. And only through realizing everything that you aren't can you see everything that you are, you know? But this album, man, this Surrender the album, man. Like this moment right now, it's so surreal. The album has been done for about 2, maybe 3 months. I'm stacking my bread, um, just for everybody out there that's waiting for it. I'm stacking my bread, making sure my pockets is straight. I'm paying down my credit card bill. I don't want to just put it on DSPs and pay for the ownership and then have $0 in my bank account. I'ma wait. But hey, it's coming out this summer for sure. If not this summer, it's coming out this year. So don't even trip. I'm not in a rush like I used to be. I used to be so, oh my God, it's done. Let me go ahead and let me get it out. But it's like, nah, being that I did do all the production, being that I'm gonna be doing all the marketing, I'm gonna be doing everything, with the help of y'all, watching, my content or videos like this. So, eventually I'll get this page monetized and all this other stuff. Um and like I said, marketing, collabs, and all this other stuff. I told my homies the other day I want to start making videos like this and incorporate it with them because shit, I'm not the only one that has these conversations with myself in my life. Everybody in my life consistently that sees me, we have conversations similar, to this, and I want to allow them to shine too, on camera as we all are already shining. But I just want to put that moment on camera. But like I said, the album is 100% done. I'm not tweaking it. I'm not. It is what it is. I mixed and matched it. I did everything. Everything is done. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know that and it will be coming out when it's supposed to come out. I'm not rushing. I'm not gonna lie to you and say a date. Hey, you'll get it when you get it. But I just want to elaborate more on the process a little bit. Like I said, I haven't had this many features. I haven't did this many features ever. It's so many different features, so many different sounds, so many different. I got beat switches on here. I got. This whole process has just been beautiful and it's shown me the beauty in everything. And it's been the quickest, well, it's been the most stress free. Yeah, I want to elaborate on that. It's been the most stress free that I've made music. I have not stressed in the studio, and I don't know how long. I don't even want to be looking for a date on it. I don't even know how long. I have not been stressed. I've not been worried. I've not been anxious. I've not been frustrated in the studio. And you know why? Because hey, if it ain't clicking right now, cool. Move on to the next one. I'll start a new song or I'll rap on another beat. Hey, I'm not about to just be wasting time trying to force myself. Oh yeah, put the square peg in the circle hole. Force it, force it, force it. No, no, no. So if I find myself even getting a little bit anxious, nope. On to the next one. Or maybe I'll just step away for a while. Because something I like to remind myself of is it's more to life than anything. It's more to life than making music. It's more to life than making content like this. It's more to life than working your job. It's more to life than being a parent. It's more to life than being anything you can label, anything you can say that you can do or will do. It's more to life than that. Sometimes it's cool just to meditate, just to close your eyes and focus on your breath only. And when your mind wanders, bring your attention right back to the breath. Sometimes it's cool just to do that. Do nothing. Do nothing. That's not about the grind. It's not about money all the time. It's a lot of people worshiping money and do what you do, but I ain't gonna do that, and I'm not gonna propagate that mindset on the people that watch my videos or my content either. Hey, do what you do, baby, for real. Do what you do. I ain't judging you. Live how you want to live. Do what you do, man. And you ain't got to tell everybody everything. But that's a whole nother video. But anyway, Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I dropped a lot of jewels on this. I believe I'm gonna make a couple videos like this just to one promote it and really tap in and just get things off my chest. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this type of content, I want to start doing that, explaining, I guess, reviewing my own music. I might do a active listening party, like go live or whatever on YouTube or something. I don't know. And so y'all can experience the album with me or whatever. Or maybe I'll just record it, pre-record it like this and do it. But that'll be later. Um, Thank you for tuning in. I love all y'all. If you got to the end of the video, if you got 3 seconds in the video, thank you for your attention and appreciation because it all helps. I love all y'all. Shalom.